What up, Forensic Files and CSI fans? Officer Evan O'Leary here. I'd like to thank you for joining Blue Brunson and his crew for a weekend in Hollywood, California, for the release of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And I've got some good news. Guess what? The good news is Caraman just got some new books from Barnes & Noble yesterday. As you can see, we have some new additions to the Reed Brunson Library. A Perfect Husband, The Temple, and 3 new books on serial killers and mass murders, up close and personal. What I want to pick out is this one, right here. Let's just pull it out, and the title is The Road to Jonestown, Jim Jones and People's Temple. I gotta tell you, this book is really amazing. Jeff Guinn is the author of the national bestseller, Manson. Let's go ahead and look at this. Now, on the front cover, you'll see a picture of Jim Jones holding 2 fingers that resemble a peace symbol. This is the front cover. A thoroughly readable, thoroughly chilling account of a brilliant con man and his all too vulnerable prey. That's Dan Cryer from the Boston Globe. Here's the spine. And here's the back. This book tells Jim Jones' story better than anything I have read to date. That's Jim Jones Jr., his son, Jonestown. Even now, the name is chilling shorthand for the largest murder-suicide in American history. But it's in Guyanese, Guyana, South America. But what led to the horrifying events of November 1978, where 900 people, including nearly 300 infants and children, died after being ordered to swallow a cyanide-laced drink. That would be Kool-Aid. It's the definite accounts of this tragic events, based on new released documents and new released interviews with survivors, some of whom never spoken publicly before. It shows how he attracted his large congregations. Stunning new details are shown, and the events to the fatal day when so many of his followers not only died of him, but killed for him. The life and times of Charles Manson, Bonnie and Clyde, the shootout at OK Corral, and how it changed the American West. That's Jeff Guinn. What am I thinking? Why don't we just take a few examples? Okay, let's get down to it. There are some quotes. Kevin Canfield, Guinn Green, Minneapolis Star-Tribune. Go down together. Joe Johnson, Fort Worth, Texas, Dallas Morning News. Publishers Weekly. There are some contents. Part 2, California. California? Have somebody lost their frickin' mind? Even if the Jonestown president need to rebuild our country? No. Martin Luther King died 10 years before the tragedy. Just that late afternoon. Monica Bagby, Guyana Airways. It's even nonsense if you can call the prologue that would be sharing some clear evidence. Oh, there's some plastic pages in there. There are some pictures of Myrtle Kennedy participating in Nazarene church baptism, referring to her as his second mother. Marceline Baldwin. Becoming a student. The Rainbow Family. There's Jim leading to a People's Temple service, with Marceline standing behind him. The hour-long service, podium, musical performances, chores, Father Divine, peace mission. There's the cross. Redwood Valley, California. Redneck Valley. The pastorship. George Moscone, San Francisco mayor. The Greyhound buses. I think there are tents. There are tents near the buses. Marceline and Jim Jones on a holiday greeting card, yes. The sign of the front gate. People, greetings, People's Temple, agricultural project. The massive jungle coming from a caravan, Cessna. Wooden toys, settling for the residents. Here comes the airstrip. Maria, during his fatal visit. Introduced John Victor Stoughton, the American newsman. That's a young boy holding his chin. Leo Ryan, congressman. Settlement of the hail to gunfire. Jonestown infants and children poison squirted into their mouths with syringe. Drank cups of poison from a vat and forcibly injected those who were held down by the guards. Bodies lay scattering around. Jim Jones' personal chair. That's the body of Jim Jones. Oh no! He died from a gunshot wound to the head. Jonestown, as seen from the air. Jonestown, after his suicides and murder. So corpse decomposed that U.S. military crews had to snow shovels to scrape them into body bags. They responded to Port Camada. They shocked the carnage. Larry Layton was taken into custody. Not guilty of murder. Served a long sentence before evidentially parole. That's the Sunday Chronicle newspaper. 914 people die in Jonestown disaster. Loyal. Shipment. We wonder they did an autopsy. Gerald Geneva, who flew this plane, knew most of the bodies were coming from in that same morning. That he pointed out. Kid Kinescable, I don't pronounce his name. Blah, 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 public spokesman, was assigned by Mr. Burnham. This jungle has been completely overgrown of the old site, with the rusted skeletons of a few trucks that all remain in a real settlement. Stephan Jones and Jim Jones Jr. today. Their adult lives have sometimes been different, but they remain close to each other and their brother Tim. The monument to People's Temple dead at the Jonestown site. That's all for the pictures. Well, folks, that's what I'm talking about. And by the way, it was the worst incident before 9/11, 23 years later. Unless if you still have this guy who's still going to be alive, he'll give you the not-so-fruit punch of Flavor Aid, and don't you dare say, oh no to this case, because the Family Guy versions of this Kool-Aid man will keep showing up in your doorsteps and kill you until you're dead. He'll kill you in this house. But that's all the time we have for today. I'm Officer Evan O'Leary. Stay peace and knock Blue Brunson out the box because there are 0 Wahlburgers. Peace out.